at each other for about 10 minutes.
The urge to flip you off, I have to stop myself because that's how heated this is going to get. I mean,
ladies and gentlemen, it is the topic that everyone can argue about at your workplace, near and far, and that is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
okay. Should we start? Is there anybody on this list that we agree on? Okay. The list came out. There's a few names. I was just about to pull it up, but
well,
is there anybody on this list that is deserving of being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which we can all agree is a garbage award now?
Okay, so we can start there.
Let's start there.
Start backwards. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has become a garbage induction.
When did that happen, by the way? Who do we feel was the jumping the shark when we're like, oh, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame just inducted them? Now there's no, they jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Can we get back to one artist that did that for us? I wonder.
I don't know. I don't know if I can trace it because there's been so many over the last couple of years that I don't really remember one necessarily that put me over the edge.
Sure.
But this year in particular, I'm going to rattle them off here. I don't have them on the screen. Let me
I'm
see
about to pull them up.
Okay.
Here you go. And you wanted to say them?
Yeah, let's start with that.
Well, let's go. I think this is alphabetical.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay. Bad Company. Chubby Checker. Joe Cocker. Cyndi Lauper. Outkast. Soundgarden. And the White Stripes are all being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now we can ask the question, is there anybody we agree? Are we agreeing that they should or shouldn't before we agree?
Okay. Again, let's go alphabetical. Bad Company. They should be in. No, come on. Bad Company at least is rock and roll. Like, they have been around since the 70s. They put out some classic rock and should be on this list.
Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Hall of
Bad Company checks the box for yes all day. All day. Chubby Checker.
No.
Yeah, he's old. He gave us the twist
song, and then he came back with Twist Again, the sequel,
like we did last summer.
Right. Like, absolutely not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He provided a lot more to the music industry as a whole other than that song, but Chubby Checker being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, no.
This guy was selling steaks 12 years ago at grocery stores. I know this. This is a true story that I didn't tell on the air. He physically called a small radio station I worked at in Rochester, Minnesota, to see if we would come out while he sold steaks at a Hy-Vee. That is not made up. That is not made up.
Is Hy-Vee a convenience store?
It's a grocery store.
Okay.
Tremendous meat department, by the way.
Well, Chubby was there.
So
obviously it speaks for itself.
Yeah, my partner at the time went out. He wasn't even allowed in the store to sell it. He was selling it in a parking lot. Big Mike, he was doing meat in the mouth before you.
Did he show up and wasn't supposed to be there? Like,
yes. Bizarre dude. Bizarre. No, not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not even a freaking little bit.
Okay, now this is where it's gonna. Joe Cocker, I think that's fine. I don't mind that one.
That's the only one on the list that I'm gonna spoiler alert this list. That's the only one that I can see. Okay, maybe in the Hall of Fame. Everyone else is.
But to me,
is such a garbage.
But to me, Joe Cocker lands on doesn't have a huge catalog to justify that. Was he rock and roll? Sure. Did he do some rock and roll things? Yes. But Joe Cocker, I would put Bad Company before Joe Cocker on this list.
And that is a very D-level list for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Cyndi Lauper.
No.
All day, yes.
Why?
All day,
Why?
yes.
Okay,
oh my God. When she came out in the 80s, come on. Her music was fantastic. Her vibe, her image. Yes.
All loud, all very 80s, all header. Are we talking Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Like, all of these people have influence.
Yes.
All of them did. All of them had success in their own way. But I really feel like with Cyndi Lauper, and I time after time, girls just want to have fun.
Yep.
What's song number 3 of hers? That is
I Drove All Night.
I don't even know what that is.
I drove all. Celine Dion covered it. I drove all night to be with you. She did the song from the Goonies.
What song? What is that?
Good enough. Goonies are Good enough.
Oh, the Goonies song.
The Goonies theme. That's Cyndi Lauper.
Oh my God. Okay.
That gets her in just on that song.
Yeah,
just on that song.
Wow, she was at WrestleMania.
True Colors. Did you say that one?
More?
How about Time After Time? True Colors. I see your true colors.
Okay, I didn't say True Colors.
Now I will admit,
their song 3. I don't think this is Hall of Fame even a freaking little bit.
She came out in the 80s. I had a small crush on Cyndi Lauper because she was so wild and so out there. Like she in the 80s was about as rock and roll as you get if you're a pop artist, with the hair and the bangles and all of the things. She to me was way better than Madonna, and they were out at the same time. I would take Cyndi Lauper over Madonna any day in terms of personalities and vibes and who I was more into. I was more into Cyndi Lauper than Madonna, mostly because of the Goonies.
Okay. And also, I want to just for a quick second divert to, did you stray away from your crush from Amy Grant? The biblical Amy Grant?
I would never. There's room enough for both.
You had a wild side.
Cyndi Lauper was my wild side. Amy Grant was my, who I'm going to marry.
Obviously.
Cyndi Lauper is who I would cheat on Amy Grant with.
Well, you would never do that.
I would never do that, though. I would never do that. Okay, so Cyndi Lauper all day. You're actually a puke for saying no to Cyndi Lauper because she is verge of national treasure. And
oh my God.
Do you know how much she's done in like the community? She's a good person, Cyndi Lauper. Again, doesn't have anything to do with Hall of Fame, but when somebody says Cyndi Lauper shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame or doesn't deserve something, you're wrong.
Take your poster off your wall.
I never will.
Stop glazing Cyndi Lauper. She's gone.
We Are the World.
Everybody was on We Are the World.
Prince wasn't.
I know, because he even knew I'm not going if Cyndi Lauper's on. She got that dumb song about girls.
He said Sheila E.
Okay, who else we got?
Okay. I don't know. Went away. Outcast. Outcast all day, yes. All day, yes. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. And so many more. I mean, so many more.
To make your daughter cry.
Speaker Box was an awesome album. Are you kidding me?
Banger.
Yes.
All of it. Banger.
Where's Big Boy? Is he going to show up? Will Big Boy be there?
I think he has time.
Yeah, but they were beefing.
Which brings me to Hall of Fame. No, like it's so good.
Yes.
That album, so good. They're super talented.
Lady, Missy Elliott was in last year.
I know,
Outcast
and I thought
can
that
be
was
in
garbage
this year
too. I thought you remember I argued the Missy Elliott thing. I'm like, absolutely.
No, Missy Elliott deserved it, and so does Outcast.
That's had some success is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is my biggest.
But we've already agreed Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is garbage, and it's and you let everybody in, and that makes it not cool anymore.
Right.
So Missy Elliott getting in. Okay, there's the bar. Outcast should be in if Missy Elliott's in, right? Absolutely.
I would say Outcast better than Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. I don't have to punch you.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Okay, and then we've got
to punch you.
Okay, we can
Cyndi Lauper
metaphorically punch you. Soundgarden.
Okay, here's where we're gonna again. Soundgarden.
I don't need your explanation. Soundgarden, yes or no?
I'm sorry, you had a dissertation about Cyndi Lauper that went 5 minutes. That went longer than the John Morgan interview that we had to do today.
You'll see you later. Good luck with that.
Okay. Chris Cornell, yes, all day.
But that's not who's being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So I'm like, okay, Chris Cornell, obviously Soundgarden, Chris Cornell, Audio Slate, Chris Cornell on his own.
You said obviously. Oh,
like,
yes, obviously. So, yes.
So great and so influential in so many different ways with different bands. I think picking Soundgarden out of them is like
hole sun.
Like, whatever.
I liked them.
I liked them.
Name one other Soundgarden song.
I can't.
No one can.
Right. Chris Cornell is like a solo artist to me at the core of just
what's he doing now?
My talent is.
What's Chris Cornell doing right now?
Dude.
Well, who's he with? Is he by himself? Is he? Oh, he's dead. He passed. Oh, and it wasn't nice.
It wasn't good.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
He did nothing. He did a yeah.
Well, how long ago?
Like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was happily married.
Things change, Tracy.
Things change. Okay, and the last one is White Stripes. More of a mostly no on that one.
I'm more of a Chris Cornell. Jack White absolutely belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. To put Meg White on there is just a giant bow tie of a turd wrapped on top of the turd that is.
What was
the
their
Rock and Roll
one
Hall
dumb
of
song
Fame.
that everybody's still singing? Like,
Dun, 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 dun,
dun, dun.
Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. And she's just doing this. She doesn't play the
Her
drums.
name's Meg.
You know that, right? She doesn't play the drums.
I didn't know anything about her.
She doesn't play the drums.
What does she do?
She literally
tambourine.
does that.
Taps on something. Anything close to her.
Oh my God. We're on a clinic on that. Jack White, though, absolutely. It's a shame he's getting in the White Stripes, because if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was legit,
Jack White by himself, yes,
getting in by himself, it was a legit organization. That's when you're like, yes,
that would give them so much more credit if they went back to that.
Yes. Induct 1 or 2 a year.
Absolutely.
Thirsty. And they did it on American Idol too, which really summed it up.
Here's where I think our argument this morning was the biggest. You think Mariah Carey should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I do not. Mariah Carey.
What do you think, Matt? What do you think? Mariah Carey got passed over for that garbage of a list. Sure.
Mariah, it's too soon for Mariah.
Of Mariah Carey?
Well, just like about who else is in the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Well, it's not something I follow. Do any of them make rock and roll? Should there be others?
Matt's got a whole different take on it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it should just be the Hall of Fame now, and take the rock and roll off of it.
I mean, Dolly's in theirs, and you know, sure, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
But Mariah Carey being passed over should have happened, and they did the right thing this time.
She'll absolutely be in it. I mean, she's a multi platinum. Again, if there's a Missy Elliott that is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Mariah Carey is getting passed up, that's a little ridiculous.
When Mariah Carey came out in the 90s, I mean, she had hit after hit after hit in her vocal range. She is super talented.
Yes.
But to put her in before Cyndi Lauper, you guys did the right thing here.
You put her in before Outkast, or put her in after Outkast.
Yeah, also the right thing was done. I'm saying, Mariah Carey, you'll get your turn, just not today.
Time after time.
I'm going to listen to that now.
Lost in your hope, and you will find
those aren't the words. If you're going to sing her right.
Time after time.
Have a great day.